Hey, UGG fam! Welcome back to Urban Girl Gardening and Lifestyle. Today, the family and I are outside enjoying this beautiful sunny spring day, and we are getting some yard work done. It's a family affair, guys. That's my oldest son there. He's helping Jeremy clear up some of these leaves. Y'all know those are going right into the compost. Jeremy's pulling weeds, cleaning up garden beds. The littles, they're in the back playing around, and I was so excited to come out and see how much he had gotten done before I even got out there. Guys, look, you can see the peonies popping through the soil already. I think those peonies are my favorite part of spring. But anyway, we're going to move on and we're going to let the men continue to do the work because I got things to do myself. So we're going to come on back to the backyard. We're going to get these little FNAF guys up out my way. Thanks, AJ. And we are going to be focusing on number one, trimming these rose bushes. These rose bushes, guys, I didn't trim them at all last year. They are way overdue. Ginger, you're going to have to move, baby. Now, ideally, you want to get your rose bushes pruned either late fall or at the latest late winter. And it's early spring. I'm a little bit behind, but like I said before, it has to be done. I can't go another year without pruning these guys. I just got to get right to it. So it may look a little drastic, but I'm taking a lot off. If I wouldn't have got it done today, I would have had to wait probably until midsummer. That's another time when people usually prune their rose bushes after that first initial flush of roses. But I'd rather wait longer for a show and make it a good show than wait any longer and get like mediocre amounts of flowers. And these guys are too beautiful to just let them, not be at their best. So that is what I was going for. Just, added a little shaping, got rid of a lot of dead branches, and I'm leaving the pieces right on the ground there, just like, a little chop and drop. And then my oldest son wanted to work the trimmer, and he did the front bushes, and he also did more hedging, and he did an amazing job. So thank you, son. Now, next on the agenda, baby, this compost. It is time to turn this compost. I think this may be the second time this year that we've even turned this. And I mean, look, we pulled those top leaves off and look at that deep, dark richness there in the middle. I was so surprised at how much the food and the scraps and everything was breaking down even throughout the winter. Like literally last week we were still in a deep freeze for like 3 days straight. And look at that beautiful black gold going on in there. Now, if you are interested in learning my composting methods, I do have a compost playlist. If I remember, I'll link the card or I'll link the playlist in the description box. Hey, AJ. So we're still going, guys. I decided that I wanted to take some of that soil that is partially broken down and go ahead and add it to the wheelbarrow since we were already in there digging. And so this is how much we've gotten out of that compost pile so far, and that's a good amount in the wheelbarrow. I'm going to be using this to amend my fruit trees, actually, which you guys will see in a few days, getting those guys ready for spring. Y'all, I saw some buds on my apple trees, and I am so excited. But anyway, so we're at the bottom of the pile now, and what I'm doing is getting all that soil from the bottom, and then everything that's on the top is going to be flipped in there, and that bucket of food scraps, that's going to go on the bottom as well. And now my son is taking a pile of leaves and he's tossing it into the compost pile, but he's doing it wrong. And I was starting to get aggravated. He's supposed to be getting those leaves all the way in the back there on the very bottom, not on top of everything we pulled out, but whatever. Here comes Jeremy to the rescue. Jeremy's coming in with those food scraps and he's dumping them on top of those fresh leaves. And that's the thing, you want to get all the newer stuff on the bottom and in the center and the older stuff on the top. It's called, you know, turning your compost. And that's essentially what we're doing. And now we're getting all of the newer leaves and stuff that isn't broken down. We're getting that towards the middle because the food scraps, those pine needles, that's your nitrogen. That's what keeps the pile hot. So during the winter, what we were doing was, when we couldn't flip the entire thing because it was so cold, what I was doing was just making a hole in the center and dumping our scraps in there. And look, we found a little worm friend, which was really cute, on a piece of iron that decided to root already in there. That's so adorable. I love worms. I love compost. If you're new to my channel, you'll figure it out. But that is what we got, a nice little wheelbarrow full of compost. And so the last thing that I did, or that I recorded, was me adding some garden lime to that compost. So the garden lime is just going to kill off anything that I don't want in there. And I mean bugs that are, you know, waiting to come out and aggravate me and drive me crazy. The garden lime is just going to take the edge off a little bit. And so I also decided to go ahead and throw some in the compost bin, which you guys will see as well. We're going to have a few days of rain coming up, and Mother Nature will water that in and break down those pellets. But yeah, garden lime helps with getting rid of unwanted creatures. And now we're in the garden, and what you guys saw was my comfrey waking up. So I'm taking some more lime and I'm just sprinkling it on the garden beds. Like I said, it's going to rain for the next few days, so Mother Nature is going to water this all in. Those are my winter sowing jugs. You guys will get an update on that as soon as I'm able to get back outside to do it. And I just wanted to show you guys, when I was using plastic cups, what I was doing was cutting the labels out and using them as garden signs. Y'all know how I feel about recycling. And there's my garlic. I am not putting any lime in there, obviously. The garlic is doing the job. And then that's my 4th garden bed, and that looks like dill coming back. I had dill planted in there. All of these raised beds, all of these grow bags, all of these containers, the planters, they're all gonna get amended probably this weekend. I need to get out here. I need to plant my peas. I need to plant my lettuce. We're at a good enough temperature to get those things in the ground. So for now, I'm just letting the lime do its thing and letting nature do its thing. And yeah, so we're just making sure that I ain't got no issues that I don't need. You know what I'm saying? So that is it, my loves. I had a wonderful and productive day, and I hope you guys did as well. Learn with me, grow with me. I love y'all for real. Bye.